Guten Abend. Ich freue mich, Ihnen noch einen zu geben. Mehlingen Moment. Good evening. I'm excited to give you another Mehlingen Moment. This is our third try today, so hopefully this one will go right. We wanted to talk about what's going on, kind of bring you up to date. Nathan, Emma, Denise, they're settling in. Some, missing of home and friends and so forth, but that is to be expected. And so we are adjusting nicely, and they are too. We started a new Sunday school program, or actually some new Sunday school classes, and we're very excited. In fact, the teenage class is going so well. If they all came on the same day, we'd probably have to put them in a different room. So we appreciate you continue to pray about that. Then we have the young adults class we were going to start in February, but we had to postpone that because the gentleman who teaches it is a sergeant first class in the Army, and he was TDY. So we're going to try to pick that up again in March. The children's Sunday school I'd ask you to pray about. We have lots of children, several children coming to church who would fit into the children's class. But my wife has come to church about 3 weeks in a row prepared to teach, and no one's come to her Sunday school class. So I think it would be encouraging to my wife, but more importantly than that, we want to be able to say to these children in 10, 15, 20 years what Paul wrote to Timothy in 2 Timothy chapter 3, that from a child thou hast known the scriptures which are able to make thee wise unto salvation. So we want you to pray with us that these children would be encouraged to come to Sunday school and so forth. We did just another source of encouragement for me is our average Sundays, and even really you could say our low Sundays are what our high Sundays were a few months ago. We have in the last few weeks had a Sunday or two where we were in the mid-20s, but we have mostly been in the mid-30s and a couple of times in the mid-40s. So we're excited about what the Lord is doing. We're praying that the Lord would let us see 100 in Sunday school by, 100 in church by the end of the school year. The man church is going well. We changed the hour that we met together, trying to make it more convenient, and surprisingly, our attendance has actually dropped off for that service since we changed the time. So we'd ask that you pray that we have wisdom, whether we keep the same time and press on, or whether we switch to a third time or go back to the original time. We don't want to be unwise, and we don't want to rush things as far as a decision to be made about that timing. So just pray with us about that. Last week was the inaugural meeting of WOW, or Women of the Word, and my wife was pleased. She had several ladies that came out for that first meeting, and we ask that you continue to pray that. And then I wanted to share something that, as a father and as a pastor even, it kind of lightened my spirit today. Absolutely not spiritual at all, just comical. So this morning I was series 2 or sermon 2 in a series on Matthew, and we were talking about, y'all know I like alliteration, so my main points were a virgin Genesis, victorious over genocide, and visible greatness. And on the point virgin Genesis, we're talking about the virgin birth, and I made it a point to say it was oxymoronic to give Christ a beginning, because Christ is eternal. The Trinity is eternal. The scriptures all over the Bible, 1 John chapter 5, 3 that bear record in heaven, these three are one. The word Elohim is singular and plural and yet singular. Let us make man in our image. Those sorts of things. So, in fact, John 1:1, in the beginning was the Word was with God, the Word was God, the same was in the beginning with God. Without him was not anything made that was made, but all things were made by him. I got that a little out of order, but you understand, Christ is eternal. So I was trying to make it a point that I needed to teach the virgin birth because that's important to salvation. It is a cardinal or important doctrine, but I wanted to explain that it was oxymoronic to talk about him having a Genesis because he is eternal. So at the lunch table today, my son Nathan, who will be 16 on Tuesday, he's like, "Dad, when you were talking about that oxymoron stuff, I was thinking, I know an oxymoron, because I had given some examples like jumbo shrimp, military intelligence, two things that we put together that don't seemingly go together." And he's like, "I was thinking 4-door coupe, Dad. I mean, if it's 2-door, it could be a coupe, but 4 doors, that's oxymoronic. You cannot have a 4-door coupe." I don't care what the advertisement says. My car son, he may have gotten a sermon, but he definitely got what an oxymoron was. Guten Abend. Bis du Satan. Good evening. See you later.